Hey, what's going on, guys? So today in this video, we're going to be going over how you can win more fights in your tournaments, your arena games, and just overall improve at the game in general. So first of all, we're going to talk about approaching the fight, because that is one of the most important things whenever you're taking a fight. So before the fight even starts, you want to try and get a few AR shots off, or maybe a body snipe, something so you can have the upper hand on your opponent. Another thing would be using your opponent's mistakes to your advantage. So in other words, if they make a bad edit, use that to your advantage so that you can win the fight quicker and take less damage. So second, here's some mid-fight tips that will help you win the fight quicker and easier. So first, we're going to go over the wall phasing trick, where you run against your opponent's wall, you look down a little bit, and you crouch. Just like that. So I just realized there has to be a floor on the other side, so if your opponent's boxed up and it's just the ground, it will most likely go up under the ground. So second would be predicting your opponent's movements. So if your opponent's boxed up and you're pressuring their front wall, or you do the stair trick that I just taught you, where you place the ramp inside, you want to be able to predict which side they're going to go out. So most people will edit to their left, which would be your right. So their left, they're going to want to go out this side. But what I'm trying to teach you is to predict their movement with simple beast control like a box. Another thing would be if your opponent's boxed up and you're pressuring their wall and you don't get the ramp inside and they already have a cone or ramp, they're most likely going to go up. So what you can do is if you're out here, you can see that coming or hear it, high wall it, and then go out to the side and box them. Or just edit right here. And the last tip for mid-game fighting would be, if you're inside a box and your opponent is pressuring your wall, either turn around, place a ramp, try to go out the side, and if they box it, go back through this way. And you can either box them here or right here as well. Most people don't expect this, and it's something that I do not see a lot. It's a very good trick, and I use it myself. So now that we've talked about how to win more fights mid-game, let's talk about how to win more fights late-game as a solo. So first of all, winning more fights late-game as a solo is extremely important whenever you're in a cash cup or any solo tournament in general. Getting kills in-game as a solo can be the difference between getting cash or getting nothing. So first, whenever you're trying to go for picks as a solo in-game, you want to always try and have some sort of high ground over your opponent, whether you be ultimate height or mid-level. Having high ground over your opponent matters in any fight, whether it be early game to late game. Now, if you have ultimate height over the entire match, you want to try and get tags on every single person you can, because if they die to storm, you will get that elim point. Second, let's talk about a risky but effective way to get elims in game. And what I'm talking about is sitting in storm and eating floppers and then coming back into the zone later once everyone has moved forward. This is risky because it can leave you with low HP afterwards, but you can get a lot of elims from this. And last but not least, let's talk about using your drop spot to your advantage. Now, I know this goes back more into the early game topic, but trust me on this. And what I mean by using your drop spot to your advantages is that if you land at, for example, Hydro 16, where the RPG spawns, you can use that in-game to your advantage because no one else has one. Hydro 16 is just one example. Other examples would be places like Misty Meadows, Lazy Lakes, or just anywhere where you can upgrade with gold. Now, I want to thank you guys for watching the video and sticking around for the entire thing. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did recording it. It was a lot of fun. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this in the future. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.